got me hot. Yeah. Nah, got me hot.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night for you by us. Bro Talk, we're always on the mark. It's your main man, Jason, in the director's seat as usual. Thanks for tuning in. Let's kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dexter Stuckey here. Super excited to be here, guys. I just want to point out how committed I am to my best friend, Jason Daly. I am not watching the Ja Rule Ashanti Fat Joe versus because I
Don't put Ashanti in it. She hasn't even appeared yet. Like,
the only verses I care about is Bro Talk versus the world. I'm here with the boys tonight.
Okay. The boys are back in town. That's the only song you need to know. Tyler God, what up?
I'm good. Dexter, your braces off? I just
Ty,
noticed that.
no disrespect to you at all, like not even the slightest bit, but it was no way that Dexico was happening with braces in my mouth. It just wasn't gonna happen. Like
He was planning it around the braces.
I went to
I'm
the
like,
dentist.
this fool was in and out of braces twice. I got a seat for later, and I can't even get out once. I'm
You
like,
definitely have had braces. I've had braces twice, and Ty has had the same set of braces in his mouth.
ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, other than that, apparently I had the worst teeth in America. I'm doing quite well. I'm doing all right. I'm back in my living room. My dining room. I decided that I'm not even going to try to reset up my studio. So y'all
It
just
is
welcome
what it
to
is.
Come chill here with me for an hour.
What's this on your hand? What's this on your hand?
On my hand?
Yeah, what is that?
Oh,
No,
that
the
thing's
other,
listening.
the other one.
Oh, the other one. Oh, yeah, what's that? Ooh, what is that? Is that
This is the Tree of Life. That's my other ring.
the Timberland logo? What is that?
No,
It's
Tree of
definitely
Life.
the Timberland logo. That's the latest.
You got a Timberland ring? What's happening? you invested in something? The Tree of Life. What does that mean? Why do you have so many rings? What's happening?
Rings, chains, watches, gold.
Ty, this is new money right here. This is a person
Very new money.
who is
Just spending it all up.
and just buying tacky gold, not even like gold jewelry, but like Ty probably has like a gold toilet now. Like people get money just
This has
buying-
gold bars.
But it's not Timberland. It's a Tree of Life. Timberland might use the Tree of Life as well, but it's original. It's a symbol that predates Timberland.
It predates Timberland. Where did you find that ring at? Like, what store did you purchase that from?
I actually purchased this particular ring in a place called Peddler's Village. At a quaint little store.
What's happening? Where are you visiting?
At a quaint little store. It was like a little shop. They sell like stainless steel jewelry and those like
Jewelry. Is it is it Amish shop?
No, it's not Amish.
The way you said it made it sound like it might have been like Amish or Midianite.
The Dex knows what it is. I'm sure. You got to be from here.
Dex, you've been down to the village?
What's
Yeah,
the
you know what Peddler's Village is.
Peddler's Village. That sounds
that may be. This could
These
be
guys
Adam.
on here on the live stream know what we're talking. No, what I'm talking about.
sounds a little
might be out
sketchy.
it might be out of my tax bracket. I probably got the credit for it.
Will be joining us a little bit later. He is apparently performing at the Philadelphia Phillies game.
I know he's.
That's what you said. What I mean?
He said that.
Yeah, he said he was performing. Is there something wrong with that?
Will said he was performing at the Phillies game.
Yeah, well, he's doing like his little colors
prancing around with that little thing.
Flag, the military stuff.
with that little thing.
You're saying performing like he has a mic in his hand, like he had a Ty's wedding. That's not the case here.
Oh, he might be singing the national anthem. I don't know.
He's not singing nobody's national anthem.
Nobody's national anthem.
Why can't he be? What's wrong with that? You don't believe what?
National anthem. Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? So he will be joining us a little bit later on, and also we will be inhabiting the spirit of Joan Rivers also a little bit later on. So stay tuned for that. But first, we got the news. Texas, what's wrong? You didn't.
Said Joan Rivers. I said she died too.
You forgot?
I forgot she was dead.
She's been getting dead for a very long time. Don't you forget it.
We don't want that spirit though. Not that spirit.
That's it. That spirit. Time for some updates.
Up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened. Let's do that again. There we go. Welcome to the updates portion of the show. We got some stuff to talk to you guys about. We haven't talked about Jaheim in a while, but apparently Mr. Heem of the Ja has been arrested, accused of starving 15 dogs randomly. I don't know what's going on with Jaheim. Seems like a mental health decline that has been in the works for a little while. Dex, do you have anything to say about Jaheim starving allegedly 15 dogs?
It's so funny that that's not funny, but it's funny because I literally went through a Jaheim bender a couple weeks ago.
Why?
And I used to like it just in case I don't make it home tonight. Just dream of Jaheim.
Just
like dream of Jaheim.
Lyrics. I never knew the rest of that lyric.
I don't know. Just to give you peace of mind. I went through this whole bit.
Is it?
And then it randomly turned into a Nelly one because he had some song with Nelly. I don't remember what it was though.
Two things to that. Actually, do you like that song? You can have any. That's my jam. That's Jaheim's best song, Sidestep. And also Nelly has a partnership with Burger King. He's getting a branded meal, kind of like Sweetie and BTS and all the people at McDonald's. Burger King is now doing celebrity branded meals as well.
Can I tell you? Can I just tell you with that Nelly commercial? I'm into it.
You're into it. Did you get the Whopper?
You couldn't pay me no money to eat nothing from
So it didn't work.
They spend enough money.
Apparently, additional dogs were found inside of separate crates, which were partially filled with several inches of water and dog feces, prosecutors said in a news release. One of the dogs had to be euthanized that they found on Jaheim's property. So not at all a good look for Mr. Heem. And hopefully hopefully things get back in order for him. Eric's saying that he's on some hardcore drugs.
And been on them.
Yeah, it's a little rough. But hopefully he can get back and get himself a Burger King meal after he gets out of jail of his own, along with Nelly. And I'm sure Jarul's going to have one soon.
Because he's killing them on the verses on tonight.
I don't know if he's killing. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj is in the news. She posted this. They actually didn't post it. She said it to somebody. They asked her about why she canceled her 2021 VMAs performance a week early. She said, quote, "I'll explain why another day." So I sent this to the guys early in the week. And I said, what do you guys think it could possibly be? Some people were saying, that the location of the VMAs was close to a Chuck E. Cheese, which means her husband could not join her because he's a registered sex offender. But turns out the issue might have been this, reported by Fox News.
Said that her cousin in Trinidad, quote, won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now that girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Which seems sensible.
that was the Nicki Minaj tweet.
That was her reason.
That was her reason.
I lied to you not before. I didn't think this story would blow up, but this story, I was like, this is my BS report. I was like, I'm gonna use this BS report and I'm gonna read that statement out. They're never gonna believe that that's real.
It's 100% real. Can you believe that?
No, I actually cannot believe that.
So what do you think actually happened with the cousin? Why did his balls get enlarged?
The same way those African men over there be sending y'all these messages talking about somebody stole a boat and stuff like that, and they need $1 million. They need $500 and they can give you $1 million. Like, this is a scam. And if Nicki, if you believe this, these people are gonna come after you. You're gonna start dating one of these people.
Became impotent and she canceled the wedding.
She said she did her research though.
No, that's not true. That didn't happen.
No, she's doing her research.
this is part
I
of the
don't believe
reason.
the story at all, but it's like so stupid. If you became, unfortunate, it's because of something else you was doing. You got high blood pressure.
Unfortunate. If you became unfortunate, I love the way you phrase that. If you became unfortunate, I apologize for whatever.
I didn't want to keep saying.
People were joking on her, saying that people were being unfaithful. Maybe her cousin was being unfaithful, and that's he caught gonorrhea, and that's why he has the enlarged testicles.
Clearly, you have a sexually transmitted disease.
They said there's another type of they don't give like the Moderna or Pfizer in Trinidad. They give something else over there, which is not the same that we get over here. So
what they giving out?
I forgot. I think it said like AstraZeneca or something like that, or maybe I just heard that on an infomercial. But I heard they're giving away something. They're giving out something else over there. They're not giving out like the Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, and Moderna that we're giving out here. So even if that is true, like you're not going to take the same vaccination they take in Trinidad. And also, like, why are you basing this on one man in Trinidad when I can show you 100 men in America where you live that didn't have the same effect?
Well, it's her cousin, so apparently she is hitting close to home.
Every time black people got something wrong, it's because they cousin something. Like I don't want to hear that.
At Tasty Minaj tweeted to their idol Nicki Minaj, I had to get the vaccine because they wouldn't let me look for a job or get a job and earn some money. And no, I'm unsure about getting the second vaccine. Nicki Minaj assured this fan saying, I know, babe, a lot of countries won't let people work without the vaccine. I definitely recommend they get the vaccine. They have to feed their families. I'm sure I'll be vaccinated as well because I have to go on tour, etc. So Nicki, not exactly.
This person said they're unsure about getting the second one. So that means you got one shot, one of two shots, and you're supposed to get two. Then you didn't get the vaccine.
The dumbest.
What you're gonna get is the COVID.
Even Meghan McCain had enough, saying that's entirely enough internet for today. When she saw what Nicki Minaj said, Nicki Minaj in response, telling Meghan McCain to go take a bite of some poop. And go on. To go on about her day.
This is like troll goals. If this was me and Nicki Minaj said that to me, I lied to you not. I would frame it.
You would frame. You would put it on a t-shirt.
I love it. Like that is. I love it.
You would put it on a t-shirt, Dexter.
For her to make us have to agree with Meghan McCain is also another assault on my intelligence.
Also, whatchamacallit, what's her name? Candace Owens stood up for Nicki Minaj and said that, yeah. In other news, according to Eric, the Versus is not going well for Fat Joe. Jarul is watching Fat Joe right now.
How are y'all related? I don't get it. He's so much smarter than
I
you.
like Jarul. I'm not saying I don't. It's just that I thought Fat Joe had a broader span of hits.
Are you kidding? Are you doing that on purpose?
Disposal. In other news, speaking of celebrities, Beyonce and Jay-Z, after that Tiffany and Company diamond debacle, they made some money off of that, and now they're giving it back. Beyonce and Jay-Z have decided to pledge $2 million to 5 HBCUs, including Central State, Norfolk State, Lincoln University, the first of the HBCUs across the nation, Bennett College, and University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I always get trouble with that. I always want to put the L in front of the I in Pine. But
can we just real quick acknowledge that Beyonce and Jay-Z know the place where we did radio? Like that is a thing. Like Beyonce and Jay-Z know where we laid our heads for 4 years of our lives.
Yeah, that absolutely. It's beautiful, and they've probably listened. I'm sure they listened to all the shows. They've been listening for years. They've been fans. So it's good to know that we are on their radar. Shout out to all the other HBCUs that were awarded, and
also who cared about Beyonce doing that blood diamond stuff? Because I didn't care.
There were some people upset saying that she shouldn't be wearing a diamond that was notoriously robbed from the African continent by force.
But we took that money when she gave it to
us. Blood money. Politics. We've got some updates in the politics realm as well. The 20th anniversary of 9/11 happened over the weekend. Quite a somber affair all across the nation as we recognize 20 years since Al-Qaeda and the Taliban hijacked airplanes and crashed them into buildings in New York, also in the Pentagon and Pennsylvania, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, I believe. Presidents from years past, decades past, generations past, gathered together to pay their respects, including presidential nominees like Michael Bloomberg and other people, Nancy Pelosi there in the front. You can see Bill Clinton, Obama's, both of the Obamas, Joe Biden, Jill Biden. No Donald Trump. Nothing there from Mr. Trump. He was invited. I'm sure he's supposedly from New York, so this should have been an easy trip for him to make. But instead, he decided to release an email to his millions and millions of followers and devotees. In this email is sent by his PAC, Save America, the Save America PAC. By Donald Trump, statement by Donald Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. Congratulations to Rudy Giuliani. Congratulations. Get into this. Congratulations to Rudy Giuliani for the 20th time, the greatest mayor in the history of New York City, for having shown such leadership and doing such an incredible job during and after the attack on our nation. Congratulations. Is that the correct term, English major Ty? Congratulations, Rudy.
It's in such bad taste, right? It's like, what are you talking about? So, like, people are talking about how they lost lives and we were attacked, and you're congratulating their shithole of a lawyer.
Congratulate for the 20th time. So apparently, he's congratulated him 20 years going. It's been a thing.
Now, let's be clear, though. Rudy did do his thing on 9/11, though. Like, after 9/11 happened, we was Team Rudy. We really were. Like, we were into him.
I'm sure we were, but it's still not appropriate for that to be your announcement.
Congratulations.
So shout out to...
Like, what else would you say?
Shout out. Big ups.
Yeah, I'm on my way to stay with everybody.
Congratulations is like he did something on his own, like he accomplished something.
He
and
rescued the country.
Literally, to be honest with you, anybody who was in that seat at the time, this is how you know that like America is like a simulation at this point. Because anybody in that seat would have got that same amount of I could have been in that seat and they would have been like, oh, Dexter Stuck is the greatest mayor ever. Because it's literally it happened in New York. So whoever's in New York is gonna get the credit. Like the country. We all loved each other. Like after 9/11, there was no issue with the country at all because we had no black president. If we did, it would be a mess. But after 9/11, we all loved each other. Like,
I would say the blacks and the whites loved each other. The Indian population, I'm sure, wasn't shown that much love during that time.
The blacks and whites temporarily for like maybe 24 hours loved each other.
It was like a month. It was like a month because they got us to agree to. It was a month because remember we were out there like go to war. Some of us was out there like I'm gonna sign me up.
We were in like
Dex was in it, wasn't he? He loved him some George Bush.
Because I remember being like, they gonna come in here and do this to us. Mind you, I'm like
11, 13.
They think they're gonna come in here and do this to us. We're Americans, and now I'm like, okay.
Were you living?
You gonna pledge your allegiance?
I wish I would.
Were you living in Texas at the time?
No, I was living in Texas. I probably would have been in the military at 11.
Dex hasn't lived in Texas since he was 2 years old, so let's not.
Really? I thought he stayed a little longer than that.
No, he just claims it for whatever reason.
Maybe a little less than that.
Oh, they're not here for your patriotism, Dex. Not at all.
Expertise, though, my mom is so patriotic, it don't even make no sense. Like,
she really?
And stuff. It's
13 at war, Dex, is that you?
Look, am I allowed to do
that? Yeah,
I
don't think it's illegal. Are you allowed to do that? What you mean? It's like a frat?
What would that symbolize besides like?
I think he's thinking it's like a frat. You can't do it unless you're in it.
Well, you know how the coach be.
Yeah, you know. Speaking of, Bill said he's currently stuck in traffic, so he's going to try to make his way on up. Back to Trump, though. Outside of that little message, he did make an appearance, though, on September 11th. It was not at the World Trade Center, though. It was at a boxing match, an exhibition that had no record value at all, with a 50-year-old Evander Holyfield fighting a 43-year-old.
That was a fantastic job by a really great young man who's got a big future, and we're just honored. We're just honored. Thank you.
We want Trump. We want Trump. That's what everybody's saying in the audience. I don't think I hear that back home. Everybody's screaming right now. The people are going nuts. This is the main event in the South.
Thank you very much.
What an amazing rendition of the national anthem.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. This is an honor to be with you, and what a great evening. And I think you're going to see an incredible fight. And Jorge, it's great, Junior. It's great to be with you guys, and champions. We love you, man. Special people. Special warriors.
We're still going strong. Trump.
That's good.
They got the chant going that's been going around stadiums in the college football for the last couple of days.
Yeah, that was Trump's 9/11.
To be honest with you, Jason, not to sound ridiculous, but that's where Trump belongs.
That's exactly where he belongs.
That's where he belongs. That's his world, and that's the world he should stay in. And actually, he looks better now that he's not president. So I don't think he wants to be president again. He just wants to pretend he wants to be president so that he can keep getting attention.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Did you see how pleased he was to get that applause, that little applause?
He was very, very pleased. And that's what he liked.
Get that applause?
He was smiling and everything. People brought Trump 2024 flag.
I think he did better than Snoop Dogg did. Man of the year, Donald Trump.
Oh, stop it. You got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. So we're not going to.
Period. Obama could never. Obama would never, but also could never.
Got it. He did also challenge Joe Biden to a fight, saying if he could pick one opponent, it would be Joe. Saying it would be a quick fight.
Now, legit, who do you think will win between Joe Biden and Donald Trump?
A fight? Donald Trump.
Yeah. Like, who do you think?
Why would you say Donald Trump?
Joe Biden, you see him? Like, the fact that he did not just like turn into dust and fall to the ground is like a victory. Imagine trying to take a punch. It's not happening.
I get it. But Trump has to hold water with two hands. So it's not like he's the most.
He just has small hands. That's not his fault.
His motor abilities aren't the finest. That's all I can say. All right, Bill, are you here? Do we have audio, Bill? Oh,
I am.
Are you driving?
Huh?
Do we have a car mount we can use?
No, I don't have no car mount because I'm gonna talk on the phone in the car.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, Bill. Dex, you look annoyed.
We'll see you later.
Oh, he's so nasty. He's so nasty.
I know.
No. Y'all told me to log in from the car. I was going.
How far away are you from? How far away are you from your studio?
Probably like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
put it in your GPS and let us know what she's
saying. See you next week, bro.
Not you're done. Bill, you can stay on if you'd like, but we're going to go ahead and move it on to Kim Jong-un, who has apparently lost weight, as you can see here in the before and afters. COVID did a number on him, as you can see, and he's now posing with the children. New leader Kim Jong-un. Dex, you look impressed.
If that's what COVID does to you, sign me up. Like, I want a new face and a new body too.
Yeah, look at that. Like, look at all that face mass he lost. Goodness.
He lost a lot of face.
A lot of face. Good for him. Kim Jong-un apparently was missing for a few days. People thought that he might be dead, but of course he has risen. Cream to the crop, cream rising to the top.
Like, this man really is not dead.
He's not dead. You think that's the same
person? The whole world thought he was dead. Like, oh, he's dead for sure.
That man is dead, and this other person is pretending to be him. That
the guy has the same mole. It's the same face.
Come on.
They know better not to have it.
That's not the same person. He slapped that Pauly D wig on there and was like, "Look, I'm him. I'm this guy."
He said it's a clone. Everyone thinks it's a clone. That's not a clone. It's the same person. He doesn't. He has that same little divot there in the forehead. Got the same mole on it.
App. He has the same app that my photographer used on me in Mexico. That's what that is.
The Facetune.
Whatever it is.
He cleaned you up, Dex?
Huh?
He cleaned you up?
Cleaned me up real good.
They say he looked like Pauly D.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. All right, that was the politics. I tried to stall for Bill, but now, guys, you guys ready to get dressed? We have to go move into our analysis of this week's week in fashion. You guys ready?
Yeah, we ready.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you 30 seconds each to to talk about whatever fashions you'd like to see here on the camera, and we will go through them, and you guys give your takes. Okay? Here we go. Let's get it. Fashion takes. Here we go. First up, we have Lil Nas X here. This nice little purple to-do with a cape looking like Ashford and Simpson on the red carpet. Beautiful. Had that nice wig there. Bedazzled dress.
This gives me Little Kim VMAs. What is it, like 1999, 2000? Like that's
the nails match. Look at that. With the mullet.
Showed a little nipple here and there, and it just get Little Kim.
We have Rihanna in a bowl of Captain Crunch here. ASAP Rocky. Oh, that blanket, that quilt. I don't know if that's the look, but once he took it off, there they go. Live and
it's given nothing.
It gives me grandmother's quilt.
Yeah, nothing.
I think it's given urban chic. Good couple or no? They don't look really well together.
I heard he be throwing hands.
Yeah.
Throwing hands? Bill, Dex, no, we're not. Sierra wore the Super Bowl ring of her husband.
A 10 across the board. She knows
10 out of 10? Okay.
Not necessarily because I like the outfit, but because I know that she knows how to keep a man. And I'm not mad at
it. She know how to do it, don't she? She said, hubby, let me borrow the Super Bowl ring. And the clutches actually that she has here is actually a football as well, you'll see in her hand. It's a bedazzled diamond encrusted football that she has in her hand. Look at that. Very nice from Sierra. Bananas. We have Nick Cannon from the VMAs, a 40-year-old man with big dreads.
I know who that was.
A red cap and bedazzled Timberlands.
Yeah, it's drugs for me.
It's drugs?
Yeah, I'm going to give that a -5.
All 10 of his kids are at home like, Dad, what are you doing?
What the hell? The BDBs is what's sending me. Oh, he proposed to your girl, Dex. Look at this. He tried to steal your girl. You got your girl smiling like that?
Okay, now, but if we're talking about the girl.
Look at that leg.
That's a look right there.
Okay,
let's go.
Speaking of girls, Doja Cat impressed at her hosting performance at the VMAs this past weekend. This is her dressed as a worm. And then she moved to be dressed as a chair with the chair on her head.
And then she went and sat down in the chair. I wasn't mad at that. And the waist.
No, what waist? What waist?
What waist? Okay, now this looks
and the shoes here, a little creepy, but shout out to Doja Cat.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn. And we have Russ with the dress. Look at this skirt that Russell Westbrook wore to New York Fashion Week.
Shout out to my boy Woog. Woog said that Russell is dressing real spicy out here, looking like an Amish chick.
I don't know about the off-white with the regular white. I feel like he could have mixed it up a little bit. Kid Cudi's gown he had on was a little bit better, but I mean, I guess this one will rock out too. So Russell Wilson. Kim Kardashian dressed up as darkness. Shadowy figure, very dark behavior.
Kim, you know what's crazy? I know Kim thought she was doing something with this, but she didn't.
You don't think she did that?
No, because if you look at the actual dress, that's something you get from TJ Maxx.
It looks dingy. It looks.
But it was kind of a power move. Like she didn't have to show her face, and everyone knew who she was.
That's what her nose looked like.
That profile. Don't get too close to that. That was like Lady Gaga profile. That's what
it was.
And I think this is last but not least. We have AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a congressman from New York, wore this dress in the front, and then on the back it says "Tax the Rich" in a room full of rich people.
I feel like people gave her like a lot of flack for this, but like she's a rich woman wearing this around a bunch.
Why
of
would you say she's rich?
She ain't doing the Congress stuff for nothing. And like when they was trying to beat them up on January 6th, she was out there running, and then people were protecting her, so she got the coins.
She only Congress only pays like 120,000. Yeah, it's not that much. That's that much. That's rich.
But that's before you get to the backroom deals and all that.
Exactly. And they don't let you know that they pay their rent for the year. They don't let you know all that.
Yeah, that's just base pay.
So who made the biggest impression? Lil Nas X, because he also did a little Transformers thing at the Met Gala. He was kind of all over the place.
Looking for.
Honestly, my pick for best dress of the week is Ashanti. I think she did what needs to be gave this week. She really did.
Did you do you recommend Nick Cannon? Do you think he was just trying to make a splash at the VMAs and just say, "Hey, everybody, look at me"?
He was trying to splash attention.
I think that he was trying to divert us from the reality, which is that he has 10 women pregnant at one time.
I think he was trying to alert us to the fact that he needs help.
He said he's not done as well. He said he's going to continue to have children.
I know he better stay away from Ashanti. I know that.
They said that Kim Kardashian was like one of them Dementors from Harry Potter. Flying around. And it was not. There was a man that came with her. It was not Kanye West. That was some artistic designer from Balenciaga.
We know.
So
Kim don't play.
Dion's mad that we're sleeping on Chloe and Halle. Like we didn't show like all the good ones. Like we didn't want to show. We've shown the notable.
I ain't never met a bigger Chloe and Halle fan than Dion.
Look, he rides for his girls.
Now wait, which one performed at the VMAs?
I love how they only noticed that you had the costume.
Because I did.
We all put on jackets.
Because y'all ain't doing what needs to be done. I gave what needs to be gave. Like I look like some full outfit change.
I gave you double collar, and no one even like.
I gave vest. I didn't even.
Oh, vest. We had vest too. Look at that. Goodness gracious! Shame on us.
I will say, Halle, she killed it 2 nights in a row. She did well at the VMAs and well at the Met Gala. She did.
Why didn't you like Chloe? What's wrong with Chloe?
No, she dressed. Tina Knowles must have styled her.
First of all, don't try Chloe. My wife said Chloe does too much, tries too hard, or something like that. And I was like, Chloe, she's a superstar. What you want her to do?
23 years old. She's doing it what every other 23 years done. Popping that.
Whoa, Dex. Jesus. I guess she is of age now, so it's not as deplorable. So that was your Bro Talk fashion takes for the week.
I like that.
You like that? Time for Q&A.
I got a question.
I guess one of us is going to have to host Bill's segment.
I gotta read. I'll do it.
Ooh, I gotta read.
All right, guys, it's Q&A. This is the part of the show where you guys ask us questions and we give you answers or to the best of our ability. All right, guys. Q&A. So we have 4 topics. The 4 topics are not in the mood, Miss Congeniality, 3 and out, friends. How many of us have them? All right, Jason, Ty, which ones do you guys want to do today?
Let's talk about
they're all pretty good. 3 and out's probably the best one, but
let's start with 3 and out.
They're all good.
Let's save the best for last. A little less.
Okay, you say let's save the best for last.
Yeah, so let's do friends.
Friends. How many of us
have them? It's something we probably can relate to.
Ones we can depend on. We're gonna get all these pull downs because we've been singing all night.
Yeah, you guys have been singing with them lyrics up all night long. Oh, sorry, it's over here boofering. Should be up in 3.
You said all night long, so that made me think like all night long, all night. You don't know, Richie.
I do know the song. Was that your attempt at just stalling for time here?
I was trying to.
Right. You want me to just read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will read the friends. How many of us have them? I'm 29 years old. Had a group of 5 friends that I've been hanging out with for the past decade. We've had so many good times, both separately and together, doing things, staying up late, smoking and drinking till all hours of the night, even just chilling, watching a movie sober. It doesn't matter. We will always have a good time. The past 3 years has been so hard to get together with any of them, two in particular, who I considered my best friends. I've invited them to the beach the past few years, and literally none of them have shown up. Like, they don't even give an answer when I ask them. They just don't even respond. When I ask for clarification closer to the date, they either still don't respond or get pissed because they're quote unquote busy, say they forgot and couldn't take off work or something. I tolerated it the past few years, but this year something clicked and I just feel like none of them give a crap. The end.
Yeah.
I can't relate.
Can't relate. I think the question is, should we expect to lose our friends in our 30s?
I think that it is a thing where there are people that you aren't as close with as you were before. Like, that's definitely a thing. But I think that, like, maybe they're not showing up to beach trips, but like when things are important to you in life, I do think people who you mean something to, like, they show up for you. And I know that it can be frustrating sometimes where it's like they're not always there for you like they used to be. And things feel like a little different than how it was before. But like overall, like, real friends show up when it matters.
Okay. Ty, have you had any experiences with your friends just blowing you off, as mine currently do every week?
Yeah, I get blown off weekly by Jason, Dax, William, some other folks who pretend to be my friends. So I understand. Just, no, I'm kidding. I mean, honestly, people, that's just a part of life. You just grow apart from people. They're you get busy, things happen. It just is what it is. It's just time to move on.
Yeah, I mean, there does come a point, though. People get busy with their lives. It might not be personal. You just drift apart. It's part of being old. You just drift.
Sometimes you can pick back up if you're not too dramatic. Like, have a good time every once in a while. But
if you're not too dramatic,
you start getting old, having kids, you be all tired. You don't feel like doing nothing.
Absolutely. All right, that was that one. Next up,
3 and Out.
Jackson want to get straight to the jugular.
Well, you're not in the mood too, but 3 and Out is interesting too.
3 and Out is pretty interesting. Here we go.
All right. Long story short, I'm not technically married to my girlfriend who I've been with for 5 years. Now, three children later, adopted, I feel like all the qualities and values that she lacks, I have found in someone else. It just happens to be her sister. I think she, my wife's sister, may have a small interest in me, and that somewhat motivates me to keep on thinking that I'm a better fit for a different person. Maybe it's her. I need help sorting out my emotions. I like your opinions. Should I make the first move or be reactionary?
Oh my God, that's messy.
Yeah, none of the above.
None of the above.
Yeah, like, because I'm looking at the two options that he gave me, and I'm like, I can't pick either one of these. Like, this ain't what it is. No.
I mean, if the sister is trying to make a move,
no.
As long as you're confident that this move would not.
No.
I mean,
no, absolutely.
We ain't putting it in the family. No.
Like,
it's kind of messy. It's kind of messy because you did adopt.
With your 3 adopted kids and bounce off to her sister and ride off into the sunset. I'm not saying you can't leave. You just can't leave with her.
You can't leave her with them kids. Like, you gotta at least take some of them kids.
You gotta take them
Not
kids.
just that, but you can't go with my sister.
Yeah, you're not dating her sister. Like, don't be freaking ridiculous.
Well, maybe.
So, yeah. I think Ty summed it up perfectly. You can leave, but you cannot go with the girl's sister. Let's do. What was the other one?
I love how you just succinctly just put it. I think there's a way. There's not a way to do this.
Jason, what do you think?
Your wife has a sister. If your wife's sister hit on you, would you be like, "Oh, well, is there a way to do this?"
No, because I'm not interested in her sister. But if there was a mutual attraction between someone else and someone else, I feel like
you send your ass back to Baltimore.
Yeah, like you'd be like, "Get your sister. She's crazy."
Well, it feels like the person's saying that they're not really their wife. It's kind of like a common law type of situation.
They got fake married, like a lot of people do.
Yeah. So if you're not interested in them anymore, they're probably not interested in the reaction.
Stand in front of the altar.
3 kids. 3 kids. It don't matter if you're interested or not. It's over. And who wants somebody with 3 kids?
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. People just tell me, bye, Jason. Like, I get it. Okay. Not in the mood or miscongeniality. I think we should do miscongeniality.
Okay.
Miscongeniality is short, so shouldn't take too long to get through. I was just giving advice, guys. I'm sorry. Bad
advice.
My grandma recently died, and my family has been putting up pictures of her as their Facebook pictures. I feel like it's not nice to say this, but I'm hesitant to put up pictures of her because she wasn't the most photogenic.
Come on.
And,
Come on.
and didn't do a good job taking care of Jason, come on.
I didn't read the question.
And didn't do a good job taking care of the few teeth she did have. My aunts are starting to call me out for not posting, and I'm running out of good excuses. I don't got nothing for you. Like, I have nothing for you. Wow.
Not wow. I mean, if someone has jokes, you're just gonna have to have jokes back. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to post your grandmother just because you think that people are going to have jokes. Like, if someone is bold enough to have jokes as you put up a memorial to your dead grandma, I feel like you should have pain. I'm not going to say bullets because that can get me taken down, but pain should be in their future.
Grandma was tore from the floor.
I feel like this is not nice to say.
I'm not putting her tail up here.
But I'm hesitant to put the pictures up because she wasn't the most photogenic and she didn't do a good job taking care of the.
She don't got no pictures like this.
Jason, please make sure you bookmark. Please make sure you bookmark today because this has to go on the award. This is probably the best question we've received all year.
You can't just grin without showing her.
I can't believe William missed this question. That is hilarious.
A lot of folks got ugly grandma.
A lot of folks got ugly grandmas. That is so bad.
Listen,
it's rough.
Honestly, but just to be, devil's advocate or whatever, you don't have to post her if you don't want to. It's your Facebook page.
I mean, throw Facetune on it.
I'm sure her name was Rose or Lily or some shit like that.
I'm positive Facetune could do a job, just like Dex's photography did. So it's possible.
Throw a filter on her or put a flower in there and say Lily Rose. They all got them flower names.
Look, the thing is, she was pretty enough to get laid to have you. So that's the only thing that was important. Someone loved her, and that's all that mattered. So at the end of the day, you can post her. It don't matter if no one likes her.
And I don't think anybody is realistically like, oh, they grandma, I'm ugly. Like, who does that? Nobody.
Nobody would do that.
Like, nobody cares about how somebody's grandma looks.
That's a little rude. Dex is like flabbergasted.
This is really taking me out. Like, this question is really taking me out.
Should we do all four?
I do.
Yeah, let's do the fourth one because I really don't even have a BS report today, unless you want me to do it.
You just have a very long seat that you would like to get.
You have a very long seat, but we can do not in the mood.
Okay. Not in the mood.
My boyfriend and I started dating during the pandemic, had sex almost every day. I know that's right. Now my company is making us come back on site. He is between jobs at the moment. That means unemployed.
Between jobs. Love it.
Since I've been working, my boyfriend doesn't seem to be in the mood as much when I get home. I want to fix my relationship, and now I'm toying with the idea of quitting my job and finding something remote. From the perspective of the bros, how do I move forward?
Leave him. He's not in the mood because he's having sex with someone else while you're gone. Like, that's clearly what's happening.
Did he tell you that, like, you should quit the quitting the job part? I don't really blame you because who wants
to be laid up with some
man?
Well, I mean, look, I think it's bigger than that. I think physically going into an office after being remote for a year, that could be hard for people. That could be harder than that man. You know what? Like, that is a difficult.
Yeah, but why is he in the mood when she come home?
He probably was never in the mood. Y'all were just both there, and he's like, "Oh shit, I guess I got to do it." Like, that man's not cheating on you. He's just been tired, but he doesn't have to keep doing it.
I feel like you should be very leery. I just don't know why bruh is no longer in the mood after you get home. But yeah, trying to be laid up with somebody's son is not the answer.
He might be cheating. Realistically, he might just be depressed a little bit. I mean, you're working, you're out, he's at home, sad, in between jobs. not feeling his greatest. So realistically,
not feeling his
it might be
greatest.
a mental health thing, not that he's actually cheating.
Yeah,
he's busy during the day.
Yeah, but if I'm going to work every day and I get home, pull my pants down and do what you gotta do. Like, you ain't doing nothing else. Give that woman that. I wish I would be a woman going to work and supporting the household, and you like, oh, I'm not in the mood. Yes, you are. Pull your pants down.
That's
with your arms folded like that. Is that
that's right.
The thing, if I'm this woman, I'm coming in the house and I'm like, get down there right now. Like, we're not even going to debate this. You ain't doing nothing else. Because otherwise, what you going to do? Go live with your mom? Bye. Get to this cat.
I can't take you. But yes, every day to not in the mood. It's just the only thing that's changed is you not there. That's the only thing.
Because I can guarantee you, if this was flipped and this was a man saying I'm going to work every day and my woman's not going home, this man would come down and pull his pants down every day and expect that woman to have sex with him. Come on.
Yeah. Well, we hope that they have a great.
Always have somebody to cheat. She'll say, "You find a after a drive by and call it you." I can't stand her.
A deal's a deal. All right, Dex, you want to wrap this on up?
Thank you guys for submitting your questions for this week. If you guys submitted these kind of questions, please do it again next week because these are good. If you guys have questions that you want to submit, go to brotalklive.com/questions. Jason
and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
All right.
Wait, can I just say,
that was good.
I'm so proud of myself for that.
Very good toss. I loved it. Great toss. We're still praying for Bill as he's stuck in traffic. Looks like he's just going to miss the whole show. So I guess we'll just go. Zuri says she has something she wants to share on the show. It's a seat. It's a wild one. Do you want to say it on air? Let us know in the comments.
We can bring her on, right?
Yeah, we can bring her on. Absolutely.
Yeah, come on.
If anyone else has a seat they want to give live, feel free.
But I got a long seat. I'm just letting y'all know. Matter, we can skip if people want to do this. We can skip the BS report and we can do a couple seats if y'all want to do this.
We'll see.
Remember
all
when
right,
you to do that and then nobody came? Like,
yeah, that's what happens every time we invite and then nothing happens.
No, we just invited you. Not one day. We said 2 days.
2 day, yeah, 2 day. Here we go. No, yeah, there we go. See, come on. You can do voice only. It doesn't have to be video. We all know it's late. It's all late.
You can get on here with your fishnets.
Okay. What? Steve or Cynthia is the question for this one. First up, we have from this week, Steve.
Hi. You got a second? Okay. You remember how when we were younger, we used to run around and hang out with Blue and find clues and talk to Mr. Salt, freak out about the mail and do all the fun stuff. And then one day I was like, oh, hey, guess what? Big news. I'm leaving. This is my brother Joe. He's your new best friend. And then I got on a bus and I left. And we didn't see each other for like a really long time. I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. And I'm super glad we're still friends. Thanks for listening. You look great, by the way. Whatever it is you're doing, it's working.
Blue.
Guys, like, I watched it and I literally, even right now, like, I really feel like this stuff like this makes me tear up only because, like, I'm going personally in my personal life, like, through, like, a transitional phase. Like everything that was my life last year literally is like different now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I have this thing now where you really never know when the last time something's gonna happen. And like, I literally moved out of my old apartment. I left my old job. Like everything about my life is so different now. So seeing something like that really like.
Did you watch Blue's Clues and all that?
Well, I didn't do all that, but like that.
I didn't even know who that guy was. I didn't look that up on the internet.
Ty, I always trying to be sentimental. You gonna mess it up saying you didn't even watch the show. And I did.
And you did. Just full of shit. Steve or Cynthia? That was Steve. And now we have Cynthia from the Rugrats.
I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that game. And I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that, y'all. I can.
Look, I hate, and I mean with a capital H, I hate this show so much. I hate this.
Apparently his name is Pretty Boy CJ. I guess the C is for Cynthia. You want to see it again?
I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that game. And I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that, y'all. I can.
That makes me cringe. That type of ugly is like, ooh.
So Steve or Cynthia, which one we going with?
Oh, it's Steve for us.
I'm gonna go put fake behind Steve.
Why you call him fake?
Because half of us didn't know he was missing. Most of us didn't know he was different.
When Steve said,
"This is my little brother," I'm like, "Oh, I thought that was always the guy."
Look, when Steve said, "You look good, by the way. Whatever you're doing is working," and I legit was like, "I'm using this new face cream."
Boy. But that was a nice moment. I'm not saying it wasn't a nice moment.
Shout out to Cynthia.
I
Better
like
driver.
Was after my time. Maybe it wasn't.
Better driver. Dex, we went on ATVs when we were in Cancun. And
you know, that experience though is really lost on me though, because I was so upset about my new phone that I was literally I didn't even drive it. I sat in the back of this HTV and I was like this.
Yeah, you was pouting the whole time. I saw you.
Oh, I saw that.
All right, better driver, contestant number 1. I wish we got to see what happened at the end. Actually, I'm glad we didn't get to see what happened at the end.
When we were in Cancun and they were like, make sure y'all get the insurance.
Make sure you get that insurance.
I wish you got that insurance.
They begged you to get that insurance. They said, look, if something happens to that ATV, something happens to you, it's going to be on you.
That's it.
Pray for her. Pray for sis and the ATV. That was woo, a little rough. All right, next one, another ATV, but different scenario. This time not in the wild, but in the streets. That thing is gone.
I love that thing turned around and said, "I'm gonna get you, sucker," and went after him.
It's a transformer. That thing took off. It redirected so smooth.
It like turned around and hit him. Like, yeah, I got something for you. Okay.
Woo. Halfway dying. They ain't dead. Halfway dead.
They ain't dead.
You don't know if they did. That looked pretty deadly.
That looked pretty deadly. All right, and last but not least, sorry, not last but not least. Who's more about it? We have 2 gangsters here, and we have. I guess you guys just let me know who's more real. Here we go.
My money at, yo. Yo, come here, yo. Yo, Twan, where the fuck my money at?
Where owe you going? $10? Twan, I'm West.
What's your name?
West.
West?
Yeah.
You just really need a vest, bro. I thought you was Twan, man. Nigga, Twan stole my motherfucking money, man.
Whoa, what's wrong?
Twan looked like you.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, blow that motherfucking big ass nose off your face, boy. Man, please, I'm strapped up and I'm ready to act up.
Please, man, not me.
It ain't true. I got you mixed up. Glad you came up on me. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna treat you like a freezer and blow you out this bitch, boy.
Oh my God, yo.
You definitely gonna meet him. You definitely me, God.
Thank you, God. Thank you. For real,
You
bro.
gonna lay low. I got you mixed up. Bobby, put that bitch on you.
Please, man.
And they got a lemon squeeze on it.
Please.
Extra bullets, too.
Please, bro.
Put so long, niggas been told me to get them fucking bullets room to breathe. It's you, it ain't you.
It ain't you.
That hurt my heart a little bit. Like,
I think that was Twan. He just made him a fake name.
Twan said, I gotta watch my back out here. Like,
West, no, nigga, you Twan. He know who the hell you are. He said, "What I owe you? $2, $10? Well, how much I owe you?"
This is the internet, so I'm not gonna be saying what I would actually do. But you're not about to threaten me.
Twan, he knew what he owed, man. That's why he was standing around there listening to him.
You're like you picking on somebody, threatening their life, talking about, oh, I was about to let me tell you what you did.
About to put the lemon squeeze on you. Extra bullets. Like
extra
what?
bullets.
Oh, please. That's a nice little shootout.
He definitely did a Jedi mind trick on him. Like that was Twan. That was definitely Twan. 100%. My name Wes. He made that up. That was definitely Twan. And you could tell that was Baltimore with the U's and the T's. Shout out to my Baltimore.
Baltimore's fine. Man, them people over there.
Over there. Was that person more about it than this person who got their car robbed, or car stolen, car jacked, and then told the news about it?
I'll be damned I let you take something from me.
So when a group of thieves tried to steal his car, he jumped into action.
To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to kill a
willing to share his story but not be identified.
I look at it like this. Don't play with me. I work hard for mine.
Police say it happened overnight at this BP gas station on South Parkway East near 3rd Street when the man left his car running and walked toward the store.
I heard something. I turned around, saying it was 3 of them. 2 of them was in my car. I jumped in the driver's seat, sprang it on them.
Holding on to the door as the thieves tried to drive off.
I'm hanging out the car. I still wasn't going like that.
He says he let go when a man in the back seat pointed a gun at him.
Y'all had me with no weapon.
He hit the ground, then got hit by a truck police say was driven by an accomplice.
I got ran over, scarred up.
Investigators say the thieves crashed into 2 other cars while trying to leave the gas station, then bailed out of the vehicle and jumped into that truck, with one of the thieves getting away on foot.
I was outnumbered.
But police got an unexpected break in the case when one of the thieves called 911 and turned himself in. Investigators identify him as 25-year-old Edward Funches.
I guess he felt bad after he had done it. You know, maybe his conscience started eating at him.
The man was treated at the scene for an elbow injury.
The paramedics, they patched me up.
Police still looking for the other thieves.
If they don't do their job, I do it for them. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what's crazy? I was ready the whole time. I was ready to give that to Twan until he said, "If they don't do it, I'll
do it." That man got hit by a truck. He got hit by a car. He's still talking crap, and the guy turned himself in because he knew he was about it.
Yeah.
No, he definitely got that, and he only had an elbow injury after all that.
After all that, he is.
He patched up my elbow. He's about it for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Beautiful. What a beautiful story. Twan, though, he was a good runner-up. I thought he was going to be about it because, you know, he had that Jedi mind trick down.
Yeah, Twan, not the guy in the car.
I'm Wes. I'm not Twan. What hurts more? Last but not least, this happened when a woman found out that her sister was cheating on, her husband was cheating on her with her sister. And kind of like the question that we
these
got.
other people.
Yeah, and
yeah, y'all watch this.
She had a job interview lined up, and this is what happened.
Hey, no. She's my fucking sister. She's my fucking husband. No, stop it. What? You big guys. What? Don't you ever fucking talk to me again.
Yeah,
the person in the background. I need an officer.
Yeah, and how come you ain't put her in there? Who's more about it? Yeah, like that's
why is she? Like, how come she wasn't in the ballot one?
Now, do you think that she can continue her interview?
Girl sister, when you talking about, I'm leaving her with 3 kids for the sister.
And don't think you're not gonna get it every time I see you at the family functions. Get it again.
Can you continue your interview after that? Like she was in the middle of a job interview. Can you
Hell
continue?
yeah, I'm about to get. I'm so sorry for that.
Now what's worse? This is reference to last week's show. What's worse? A condom popping out during your
That's
job
right.
interview, you're simply coming there and whooping your ass. Like, what's worse? Job interview.
I think I can
You gonna
explain
work
the condom more than my sister coming in and whooping my ass in the middle of a job interview.
I'm gonna explain both because I need a job out here. I'm not playing around. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, I'm qualified because I'm great under pressure.
Just my resume.
Exactly what Dion said.
I work well under pressure.
On site. All right. Does that hurt more than I like taking you guys back in time? This is a very quick diss from back in the day. Dionne Warwick talking about "We Are the World."
In 1985, you participated in We Are the World, which gathered together some of the top performers of our day, and LaToya Jackson. The thing everyone wants to know.
Yo,
did you hear that? Some of the top performers of our day and LaToya Jackson.
I love
That's why.
In 1985, you participated in We Are the World, which gathered together some of the top performers of our day, and LaToya Jackson. The thing everyone wants to know.
Yo, this show tonight was specifically designed for Will, and he missed
100% he missed it. I'm sick of him.
mad.
I wish she would. Oh my god. Yeah, Will missed out, man, because this was all his element.
And the fact she laughed so hard, like she was dying.
Dionne Warwick been nasty. Jason, I love the fact that you're going into the archive and you're finding these videos. I watched the Bro Talk on YouTube the other day, and I watched that OJ Simpson piece again. Please put that in the recap.
The one where you
Yo, Dex was dying. Like what?
All right. That was Jason and Company for the week. Time for the BS report.
Self high five.
All right, Dex.
That was a Nirvana. There was a Nirvana thing, but that was it's me, it's DDP.
Bang!
Wow! You see that? All right, guys. Dex's BS report. I tell 3 stories. 2 of these stories is a lie. 2 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is 100% false, and it's really not even 100% sometimes, but they're false. All right, so for these guys. It's up to these guys on the show and you guys in the comments to let me know what's true, what's a lie. All right, so the unofficial mascot of Bro Talk Live is what, guys?
You.
No, I'm the official. No, the unofficial mascot is Goldie, which is the goldfish owned by Jason and his family. So I thought it would be really cool to bring this story here is that scientists are telling you, like, when your goldfish die, you really shouldn't be flushing them down the toilet because what happens is, what you said?
I said, why not?
Because what happens is goldfish collect a lot of like dirt and debris from the sea, and they end up growing like much, much, much bigger. And
everyone's alerting you that Ashanti's on right now, by the way, just so you know.
They kill a lot of other animals within the sea. The dead carcass of a goldfish will do that. If you guys are going to Atlanta, you might want to watch out for Real Housewife of Atlanta, Nene Leakes' restaurant, the Lanithia Lounge. Apparently, she is charging top dollar for ice.
Funerals? Oh, I thought he was going to say for funerals.
Well, ice that goes into your drinks. If you order a premium drink, you're going to get charged for the ice, and it's going to be listed on your bill. And then finally, I know you guys are probably seeing the opposite of this, but scientists are warning that you cannot sleep naked. Sleeping naked is very dangerous for yourself and your partner because a person, when they're sleeping, they let loose about 15 to 20 different silent farts. And every time you let loose a silent fart, you're letting some feces out in your bed. And when you do that, it poisons you and your significant other or whoever you're laying with in the bed with naked. All right, guys, what's true? What's a lie?
I
The
think
ice story is a lie.
Huh?
The ice story. But I never heard about this feces naked thing, so I don't know about that.
I mean,
But
the only
I feel
thing
like,
that I
me
sweat a lot.
charging for ice thing seems more far fetched.
Yeah, I don't think the feces thing is a thing. I'm gonna go with the ice as well.
You guys are right. Look, Ashanti's on first. You guys are right. There is Nene Leakes is not charging for ice for her. Well, I don't know if Nene Leakes is charging for ice, but Candy Burr is. She is of the Real House of Atlanta. She is charging for ice, so that is the lie. You guys are right.
Andy Burris is how much is she charging for ice?
The thing that it said like $4 for the ice.
$4.
Yeah,
she giving you a bag, or she giving you just
pieces of ice inside of your Hennessy and Coke.
She better get out of here.
How was she? That's a lie.
Ain't nobody dealing with her. Are you kidding me?
Her restaurant ain't good enough to be doing that.
Ain't. So yeah, that's that. All right. That was Dex's BS report. Do you have to say that, Dex? I'm sorry.
That is Dex's BS report for the week.
I love how seats come on right when Dex's main event happens on the Versus. Yeah, he has to actually speak because this is his time.
Well, guys, we are so thankful that you stuck around with us this long. But if you can hang out with us for our last segment of the show, the guys are about to give you the seats for the week. Dex, your seat.
Guys, I got a story for y'all. By the way, my phone is blowing up with people telling me that Ashanti. I love that people attach me to Ashanti like this. This is just amazing. All right, so I wrote this down because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget any details. So my car got towed today. And so I was at an appointment in the city. I left around like 5 o'clock. I go and I'm like, my car's not here. And I lied to you not, I've never seen a tow sign, but when my car got towed, I saw these tow truck signs all over the damn city. And I just want to make sure I say the name because they're going to be hearing from me quite a bit. Lou Bloom Towing Company.
Ooh. So why are you mad at them? Like, did you park in an illegal space?
In Philly, they really do that. They remove the towing sign, wait for someone to park there, and then they put it back up there. There's been a whole story about that. They legit do that in Philly.
No,
but
way.
They don't know that I have connections. They don't know that I have connections to the radio, and this will be getting blown up. Believe me. So I go. It's 5 o'clock. I'm like, oh, my car got towed. I am the type of guy that like I'm 100% accountable for what I do. Like I think that as a man, like it's very important to be accountable for your actions, and if you do something wrong, you got to pay the piper. I had no issues with it. I saw the thing. It says you got to pay $175 because your car was towed. I called the company. I'm like, hey. As soon as I called the company, the guy's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in Center City, Philadelphia." He's like, "Where?" And I'm giving him the address, and like, I'm just trying to see if my car. All I said, I'm just trying to see my car. He's like, "Can you stop talking?"
Oh,
and like for me, I'm like, okay, like I don't want to argue with this guy because it's one of those situations where like clearly I need something from him. So like I'm going to just chill, I relax, and like okay. So he's talking down to me, whatever. Where did you park at? What color is your car? And I'm trying to answer the questions. And every time I answer the questions, like it's like a rebuttal. And I'm just like to myself, like, bro, like believe it or not, my car being towed is a bigger inconvenience for me than it will ever be for you. Believe it. Like that's the thing.
Right.
So
shocker.
I'm like, okay, like let me go get my car, whatever. So I'm like, this is my fault. Like I'll figure it out. So I start walking to the place. It's like 5 something. They said they open at 7. It's like a 40-minute walk. And I'm like, okay, get my exercise in today. So I start walking to the place. And then when I get there, I'm like, I don't see a tow truck company here. So I call, no, I look on the thing or whatever, and it's a different address. And it's like, I walked to like 40th and 4th and something in Philadelphia. And I was like, okay, this is not the right location. So then I'm talking to my friend Dion, who, by the way, shout out to Dion. I'm talking to him. He's like, oh, I'll come get you. So he comes, he picks me up. We drive to 40th and something or whatever, which is what's listed on literally all of these placards or whatever. We get there, and I'm like, I called the company. I'm like, I don't see anything here. Like, I don't see a tow truck place or whatever. He goes, you hung up the phone too early. You didn't get the actual address. I'm like,
what?
Okay. So then he tells me the actual address. No lie, the actual address is like literally down the street from where when I took that 40-minute walk. It was right. I was right there. So we go back there. At this point, it's 7:00, and 7:30, and they open at 7:00. So I call. He's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm here, but I don't see a door or anything." He said, "There is no door." And I'm like, "Oh well, how do I get in to get my car?" He goes, "Are you standing in front of 717?" I said, "No, I'm in front of 711." He said, "No, 717." It's literally right there. So I walk right there. This big ass dog jumps up, barking and screaming. I'm just like, okay, okay. So then I'm like, I'm here. I'm standing here. Whatever. Your dog is barking. Like I am right here. Okay. 15 minutes go by, and I'm like, okay. Then I called the guy back, and he's like, he didn't answer the phone at first. So I called back again. He's like, my person is coming right now. I'm like, okay, cool. Then another 10 minutes go by, and I'm like, what is happening here? So Dion is like, let me call him. So I'm like, no, because I don't want you to get aggressive with him. I just want to, whatever.
I don't want you to get aggressive with him.
Because at the end of the day, like, this is my fault. And like I said, I appreciate you for being here, but like, this is something that I got to, whatever. So then he calls, and the guy's like, stop harassing me, whatever, and hangs up the phone in his face. And I'm just like, no, this is ridiculous at this point. So I call the cops. So the Philadelphia Police Department, they come or whatever, and then they're talking. There's a black guy too. He comes or whatever, and he's like, call the guy. So I call him. The phone just rings. So then we get Dion's phone or whatever, and then he calls, and then the guy, it just goes right to voicemail. So Dion's phone is clearly blocked from this call. So if his car ever gets towed, I don't know what to tell him. So then the cop is like, go ahead and call again from your phone or whatever. So I call back again from my phone, and then the guy answers. And he answered, he's like, what is it? And the cop was like, hello, I'm Officer XYZ or whatever. We're dealing with this situation. This man's whole mood changes. Oh, so sorry, officer. We'll be there this and the third, blah, 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 whatever. Literally, the cops pull off or whatever. 5 minutes later, the tow truck pulls up. And I'm like, finally. And Jason, this is when I text you, like, okay, I can do the show now. The tow truck pulls up, and I walk over to the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm Dexter. Like, I'm coming to get my car. The guy's like, are you paying? This is an older black guy. Are you paying with cash or card? I'm like, I'm going to pay with my card. I can't do nothing with no card. And I'm like, the sign, and I have a picture of it. Like, the sign says cash, Visa, MasterCard. I have a Visa card here. I'm not doing nothing with no effing cards. This, that, and the third.
What the hell?
I swear to God, I'm not lying. He stands in the middle of the street, and he says, points to me, you gonna wait till I'm good and ready to do it because I don't do nothing with no cards. You should have went and got you some cash. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, do not talk to me like that. Like at this point, I had lost it. Do not talk to me.
It took that much for you to lose it?
Huh?
It took that much.
I would have cussed him out.
Because I was trying. I kept saying, like, this is my fault. I'm gonna own it. Like, this is my fault. But like, when we got to that point, and when that guy got to that, I couldn't take it, and I was like, do not talk to me like that. And then I asked Dion if he could get cash from me or whatever. So he went to get cash or whatever. Then the guy's like, I'm like, I'll get cash. This man does a whole 180 and goes, look, bro, I'm sorry. Like I really don't know how to work the machine in there or whatever. Like they be trying to do all this technical stuff, and I can't do it. Blah, blah,
because your ass is dumb. That's why you couldn't charge the card.
So I'm like, and then he's like, and plus it's gonna be cheaper if you do it with cash anyway, whatever. And I'm like, it's cheaper if I do it with cash over card. He's like, yeah, it's cheaper. I said, that doesn't sound right, but okay. So then he comes back, he gives me the cash, whatever. I give the guy the cash, whatever. It's $206. I only had 220, so I gave him 220. He's like, I ain't got no change. I said, so you're just gonna keep the rest of the money there? He said,
$200.
yeah, I got you. I said, okay. Then he's like, you don't need a receipt, do you? I said, I guess not. As long as I can take my car out, I guess I'm good to go. Then there is this pit bull that's there is like a massive ass dog. The dog's just sitting there looking at me, and I'm like, you gonna put the dog away? He's like, that dog ain't gonna bother you. I'm like, the dog has been trying to eat me for an hour now. Please put the dog away. So then the guy takes the dog to the back or whatever. And then I get in my car and I'm like, how exactly do I get out of here? It's right there. The exit's right there. And I'm like, okay. I started driving to the exit. Y'all, that dog jumped in my way. I swear to God, if I wasn't saved, I promise you.
You should have ran that damn dog over.
If I
wasn't saved.
I was so furious. And I'm just like, you're really gonna jump in my way? Like, I will kill you. Like, I just went home or whatever. But like that, like again, I've learned my lesson.
Y'all already know me. Y'all already know what I would have did to that dog.
Okay, exactly.
Y'all already know that dog would have been gone just off of principle. That dog would have had to go. That dog would have been a sacrificial lamb for his impotence. Okay, that dog would have had to pay.
One more quick shout out to my wife, Fatima. I will be working this area, so I have to find parking in the area to pay for. And she said to me, I have you Patron in the refrigerator when you get home, freezer when you get home. And only thing we have to do now is just add a parking pass to our monthly budget. And guys, I almost cried. I just, like, Fatima and Dion, like, thank you guys so much for today because boy,
Dion said I would have ran the dog down and then flushed it down the toilet.
Absolutely. And also big shout out to Latoya too, because I'm transitioning out of the company that she and I work with together, and she has been having my back, guys. I've been snapping on people all week. Like, it has not been a good week for your boy at all.
It wouldn't have been a good week for that damn dog. I can tell you that much.
But don't worry though, it's not over. I am definitely going to talk to my friends at the radio station so we can blow this up. Like, something has to be done about this.
It's been a minute since I've been able to cuss somebody out good, but that would have been the moment. That would have been like God. Guys, that would be God telling me to release everything on that person.
Well, I will tell you though, that man, the guy who like finally came with the tow truck, it was like literally a day of frustration, and your ass got it in the middle of Tyson Street. Me and this man are going at it. Like, it was bad. And it was crazy too, because Dion was in the car, and Dion is not really a fighter, but I saw him getting ready to get out the car to whoop ass, and I was into it.
Well, you already know. You already know if you would have had Rich with you. It would have been a whole different story. Rich probably would have pulled something out. But seriously, like, yeah. I'm sorry, that dog would have had to pay for the sins of his master. He would have, yeah.
The sins.
The sins.
The sins of our fathers. You're done.
Oh, Richard says, see, he knows. He already knows.
And look, it's like Candyman. He heard his name.
All right. Any other seats? I think I'm good. I don't have
anything. Good. That was enough.
Yeah. That was enough. Okay. Shout out to Bill who did join us, even though he promised he would join for the remainder of the show. Guess he's still stuck in traffic, quote unquote. So we'll see him. You guys will see him next week. Dex, are you leading the show next week?
I'm leading the show next week, y'all.
Okay, I will be out next week. So tune in for the Dex edition of Bro Talk Live. It should be a very fun time. All right. Any other shout outs to give? We good to go?
Just thank you guys for tuning in today. I just another shout out to Fatima and Dion because I really appreciate y'all. And Jason too, to be honest with you, because like I talked to Jason during this process or whatever, and like anytime I wanted to be mad, he kept saying certain things that would make me not mad about it, but I wanted to be mad.
I was just trying to get him on air to do this on the show. I wanted to see him arguing with this man in the middle of the street on the show. So I said, if you can't get home, just join us from where you're at and just pipe us in.
I said, Jason, I can't do it. Like, I am, and y'all know I'm committed to this stuff or whatever it is, what it is. But like in this situation, I was pissed. Like, and I don't even get mad like that, but I was mad. Like,
Shakima wants to give American Airlines a seat. Do you know why, Dex?
Me and Shakima, like we're not in the group chat together anymore, so we don't really talk as much. So I really don't know what's going on in my best friend's life anymore.
Okay. All right. Oh, wow. And Zura, you had a seat. Did you want to write it, or You just want to give it
Did
next
you
week?
write the show, Dex? Your friends, that's the ones that left you. That's
Huh?
you that wrote. Your friends left you. That was your.
Look. I ain't never had a friend who left me that I missed.
All right. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Sorry, Dex, that you missed Ashanti. She is now off. I was trying to have it play next to you while you were talking. But
She only
yeah,
did one song?
huh?
She only did one song?
She did a few. I mean, it's how many we going? Like, she didn't have all of Jerule's the discography.
But what else he got to perform?
He has some stuff.
Also, Zuri's seat is to her cousin, who questioned why she's reading cards and not going to church.
Yeah, they gave him a little gift.
Question every week, so I guess he needs to be seated too.
Who's that?
Who?
Jason asks Dex that same question every week, so I guess he's getting seated too.
What question? What I ask him?
Why he reading cards and ain't going to church?
Ashanti been putting a mask on. She knows she's not vaccinated. She came and said she has a credit with American Airlines for a flight that she canceled during COVID. She's trying to use the credit for a new flight, and they're charging her $50 to use the credit. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that is a little backwards. As you can see, Ashanti and Remy Ma both got bags. I'm not sure which is that. What's the orange box means? This is why we need Bill. This shows me.
That's Louis Vuitton.
I thought he had red bottoms. He gave orange boxes and red bottoms.
I guess so.
Jade said, shout out to Jade. Jade said that he has to give these gifts out because he's losing.
Someone said he quit in the middle of the verses.
I told y'all Fat Joe's clothes. I'm looking at his outfit change. Fat Joe's music just ain't it.
A little dated, but so is Ja Rule. So what can you say?
Where's Ja Rule? He left.
No, Ja Rule's on the side. There, he's on the side there, just getting prepared. This isn't live.
Music, in my opinion, is pretty timeless. You can just keep listening to it.
Yeah. All right, but that is the verses. You guys enjoy the rest of it tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in over the verses. We really appreciate the viewership tonight. As we know, you had multiple things to watch, including your childhood heroes, and we appreciate the times you've taken out to watch Bro Talk Live. For Dex, for Ty, for Bill, who's not here, this has been another edition of Bro Talk. They will see you guys next week. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Be easy.